County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from Truist Park. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. Drew Smiley out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So here is John Birdie, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And the first pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we're underway tonight from Truist Park.
First pitch, 7:20.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And one batter in, the Braves will have to handle a threat to run on the base paths.
Dan, he took that right back in his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of the ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
At the plate now, Miguel Rojas. Acuna patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's hitting over 350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
Here's Starling Marte. There goes the runner. A pitch out. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Adam Duvall. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. There to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Miami, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Ross Detweiler is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
So now into the box is Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. It's the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. His prior history versus this arm, he's got 5 base hits in 23 at-bats. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Dickerson. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. The throw to third. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
That'll bring up Hank Aaron. Swing and a liner. But this lands foul for the first strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High and deep to right center. Going back is the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He won the National League Hank Aaron Award last year. That goes to the best offensive player in the league, hands down. That's why the award is there, and he was so deserving. He's a heck of a hitter.
The batter will be Christian Pache. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The 1-0. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Rojas takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting 6. The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Now the 2-0 home. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Into the box now, Austin Riley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 home. High and deep to right center. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Ready now for the Marlins, Jesus Aguilar. Previous battles with Drew.
The first base.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he lays off for ball one. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting seventh.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
1-0. Brian Anderson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. And a nice running catch here down the line as the runner tags from second. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. Now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro trying to cash in here. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, that's inside.
Aguilar at third with two away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult. Got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
To the plate now, Ross Detweiler, as he sends it on the ground to first. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. Last half of the second set to go, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. In there, no balls and a strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey, now.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield, hit in the middle of the order.
So now to the plate, Drew Smyly. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
Here comes the 1-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. Now here's the pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
2 balls,
2 and 1.
strike, to count.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Hit out toward second. Right to him. And nothing will come with a 2-out double as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, John Birdie. He collected a base hit his first time up.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Aaron moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel.
Up next for Miami, Miguel Rojas. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Popped up. Freeman has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping up is Starling Marte. He flew out in his last AB. In the air out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail it here 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Hank Aaron.
The right fielder.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1.
That's ball three.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. One away. So with one gone in the inning, let's check out the Braves' upcoming schedule for the next 7 days. And we'll remind you that we'll have all of them here on the show. Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna, flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Dickerson. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard-hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Standing in now, Christian Pache. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Down the first baseline, reined in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, catcher, Travis Yarno.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Travis Garno. First pitch of the AB on its way. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Ball. Two balls, one strike.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, Giro. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Line drive to left. Dickerson gets there for the catch, and Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property Adam Duvall. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
On a line, that's a base hit. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. At the plate, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He singled in his first AB. 1-1 now, the count to the Marlins first baseman. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Count still full, 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
At the plate now is Brian Anderson. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Now the 0-1.
Nope, that's the ball. 1-1.
Into right field, that's a base hit. The throw into second, and there's out number 2.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
At the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. Lays off 1-0, and they're runners at the corners now. A 1-0 delivery. Hit in the air down the right field line. He's under it. And that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They trail it 4-1. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing a really good job of hitting off the fastball today. So far, 6 of their hits have come off the hard stuff, so it seems like they're certainly timing those pitches well. Guys?
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready now is Dansby Swanson. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Drew Smiley, grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering, and now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. Dickerson comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Number 1, second baseman.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time, the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Go over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. The Braves lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So here now is the pitcher, Ross Detweiler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Second baseman, John Birdie.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, John Birdie. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fouled off. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Miguel Rojas. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Acuna gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Miami down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Into the box, Freddie Freeman as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Freddie Freeman.
First offering.
Count 1-0.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Pops this one up. And there's the first out.
The right fielder,
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And up steps Hank Aaron. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 1-0 home. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
the center field, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 gone now on the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard liner to center field. Marte able to track it down for the 3rd out. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. sixth about to get started, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the right fielder, Adam Duvall.
And stepping in, Adam Duvall, a hit in 2 tries so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
This ball will be chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
In now, Jesus Aguilar.
He swings and grounds it to short. Swanson picks it up.
And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Corey Dickerson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 2-0 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2-0 count and the pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. 2 down. So now to the plate, Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They trail it 4-1. Adam Simber enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 90, Adam.
Stepping in once again is Christian Pache. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Travis d'Arnaud. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. At the knees, strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 0-2 delivery.
The count is 1-2.
6th inning. 4-1 is our score. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Good battle. Count remains full. And he popped him up. Birdie ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
Digging in will be Austin Riley. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. Scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare. In order to go the Braves as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Seventh inning ready to roll, and up next will be the big catcher Jorge Alfaro. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
You can tell this guy's got great feel for all his stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
2 balls and a strike now. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Aaron is there, and he has it for the out. Monte Harrison will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Lined hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Hey, every once in a while, the speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luke Jackson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Johan Camargo is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now batting.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. 3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The center fielder, number 6.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt. And no advance, it's ball 1. On a line, that's a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Here's the 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And a fastball swung on and missed. The side is retired. Big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back to Truist Park following this. Anthony Bass gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
Now to bat, Dansby Swanson flew out last time up.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
First pitch on the way.
Whoa, that counts.
Bass has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Grounded back up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So here's Johan Camargo.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
There's one to Aguilar for the double play.
Number 1.
So up steps Ozzy Albies. He grounded out last time up. He's set. Here it comes.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Right side and right into the shift. Fielded cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Braves go down quietly, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson.
Corey Dickerson.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's kicked out.
Now it's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Acuna on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, Ryan.
Chris Martin gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 55, Chris Martin.
Now it'll be Brian Anderson. Flew out last time up. From the stretch. Skied into straightaway right. Aaron is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Next, it'll be Jorge Alfaro. For his career in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That evens it up, 1-1. Here it comes. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Here it is on 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Garrett Cooper will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For Miami, number 26, Garrett Cooper.
He's set and the pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Birdie.
plate now, John Birdie, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Bouncer up the middle. Albies brings it in. Throw won't get him.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Ready with the 1-0. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Freeman near the first base bag. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Marlins leave all 3. They still trail it here 4-3. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 93, Yimi Garcia.
Striding in is Freddie Freeman, who's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to left. Dickerson's there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 24.
Stepping in next, Hank Aaron. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tries to hold up, but did he do so in time? No, says Dave Lawrence. It's strike 1. Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And quickly there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Next to hit, Ronald Acuna. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First offering. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, and it's now 5-3.
That's a huge home run at this point in the game. When you can tack on an extra run heading into the 9th, it's a big confidence boost to the whole team and pretty demoralizing to the opposition.
To the plate now, Christian Pache, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0. swing and a ball hit on the ground. Here comes the 1-2. Misses, ball 2. 5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Travis d'Arnaud would be next. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. From the stretch. Runner goes for second. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Jake Lamb will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Popped him up. Alfaro is there. And that ends the inning. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now 5-3 Atlanta. Will Smith comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 51.
So striding in to start the 9th is Starling Marte, and they could use a spark from him here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Well, that was certainly worth another look with Show Track. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Into the box now, Adam Duvall.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Smith, playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
0-2. Here it is. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Curveball taken a little high. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Braves have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Braves hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Drew Smiley gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Will Smith earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. The winning pitcher is Drew Smiley. His record is now 1-1. The loss goes to Ross Detweiler. He falls to 0-2. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes.